Malaysia attracts over 26 million visitors a year and is one of Southeast Asia's most affordable countries to visit. Over 162 nationalities can enter completely free. But there are key things most travelers get wrong: which terminal to arrive at, what the mandatory digital arrival card is, and where to exchange money without losing 6%. In 7 minutes, I am going to give you the complete data-backed guide to entering Malaysia in 2026, based on my personal visit. Which entry type applies to your passport, how KLIA and KLIA2 actually work, and the cheapest way to get from the airport to the city. Let's get into it. Here is exactly what we are covering. Section 1. Entry types. Malaysia has 3 categories: visa-free for over 162 nationalities, eNTRI for Chinese nationals, and eVisa for select other passports. We will show you which one applies to you. Section 2. The full cost breakdown, every fee in Malaysian ringgit, US dollars, and British pounds. Section 3. KLIA and KLIA2 airport step by step, the one mistake that costs travelers hours, and real transport data from my personal visit. Section 4. How to extend your stay and the Singapore border run, the most popular reset method for long-stay visitors. Subscribe now if you want every country I have visited covered at this level of detail. There are 3 ways to enter Malaysia, and which one applies to you depends on your passport. Visa-free entry is available to over 162 nationalities. UK, US, EU, and Australian passport holders get 90 days completely free. Indian passport holders get 30 days free, no application needed. Nigerian passport holders get 30 days free. This is one of the most generous visa-free policies in Southeast Asia. eNTRI is required for Chinese nationals. It costs around 20 Malaysian ringgit, about $4.50 US cents, and is applied for online at windamalaysia.my at least 1 day before travel. It gives 15 days and is not extendable. eVisa is required for Pakistani passport holders and a number of other nationalities. Always verify your exact category at imi.gov.my before you travel. Let us talk exact costs. For visa-free visitors, 0 Malaysian ringgit. Nothing. UK, US, India, Nigeria, free entry. eNTRI for Chinese nationals, 20 Malaysian ringgit, approximately $4.50 US cents. Apply online minimum 1 day before travel. eVisa for other nationalities, 100 to 200 Malaysian ringgit, 22 to 45 US dollars. Extension at an immigration office, 300 Malaysian ringgit, around 67 US dollars. The maximum overstay fine is 10,000 Malaysian ringgit, approximately 2,250 US dollars, plus deportation. And the mandatory item most travelers miss, the MDAC, Malaysia Digital Arrival Card. This is a free online form, completed before travel. It is mandatory for most foreign visitors and speeds up immigration significantly. Here is the most important thing to know before you fly to Malaysia. KLIA and KLIA2 are 2 completely separate terminal buildings 5 kilometers apart. KLIA is the main terminal, used by Malaysia Airlines, Emirates, Qatar, British Airways, and most full-service carriers. KLIA2 is the budget terminal, used primarily by AirAsia. If you book AirAsia, you land at KLIA2. Do not go to the wrong terminal. Step 1. Check your terminal before you fly. Not at the airport. Before. Step 2. Complete the MDAC online before travel, free, mandatory, speeds up immigration. Step 3. Immigration control, average queue 10 to 15 minutes. Step 4. Buy a tourist SIM before exiting arrivals. Step 5. KLIA Ekspres train, 55 ringgit, $12.40 US cents, 28 minutes to KL Sentral. No traffic, no stress. Here is the data. I exchanged $100 US at 5 different locations on the same day in Kuala Lumpur 2025. The KLIA airport counter gave me 441 Malaysian ringgit. That is over 6% worse than the best rate in the city. Hotel front desk, 449 ringgit. Still for 0.5% worse. Maybank ATM in the city, 457 ringgit. Only 2.8% behind the best rate. Licensed money changer in the city, 462 ringgit. Bukit Bintang money changers near Pavilion Mall, 470 ringgit. That is the best rate. On a $100 exchange, you receive 29 ringgit more, about $6.50 simply by going to the right location in the city. The rule: use an ATM for immediate arrival cash, then find a licensed money changer in Bukit Bintang for bulk exchange. For transport options from KLIA to the city, with real prices. KLIA Ekspres, 55 ringgit, 28 minutes to KL Sentral. No traffic, no stress. The fastest and most reliable option. Both KLIA and KLIA2 have their own train platforms. Grab, 60 to 120 ringgit. Door to door. Takes 45 to 75 minutes depending on traffic. You need a local SIM. Aerobus, 15 to 25 ringgit. Cheapest option after the train but takes over 90 minutes. Metered taxi from the fixed rate counter, 70 to 150 ringgit. Pre-booked at a counter inside arrivals. Best for families with heavy luggage. Download the KLIA Ekspres app before you land. It is the most reliable 28 minutes in Malaysian transport. If your initial entry is not long enough, here are your 3 options. Option 1, in-country extension at the nearest immigration department office. 300 ringgit, $67. Apply before your pass expires. Option 2, the Singapore border run. Take a bus from Terminal Busapadu Selatan to Johor Bahru Sentral. Buses cost 5 to 15 ringgit. Cross to Singapore and return to Malaysia for a fresh 30-day stamp. Half-day trip. Option 3, the northern border run into Thailand. Cross at Padang Besar from Penang. Key rule: eNTRI is not extendable. If you entered on eNTRI, you must leave and re-enter. Maximum fine for overstaying, 10,000 ringgit. 5 data-back tips. Screenshot this slide. Tip 1. Complete the MDAC before you travel. Free, mandatory, and it speeds up immigration. Do it the day before your flight. Tip 2. Check your terminal. KLIA or KLIA2. If you book AirAsia, it is KLIA2. They are not connected and 5 kilometers apart. Tip 3. Skip the airport exchange counter. Bukit Bintang money changers give up to 6% better rates on a $100 exchange. Tip 4. Take the KLIA Ekspres. 55 ringgit. 28 minutes to KL Sentral. Tip 5. The Singapore border run resets your 30-day stamp. Bus from TBS station, 5 to 15 ringgit. Half-day trip. Do not wait until the final day of your pass. Real cost data from Kuala Lumpur 2025. Food, mamak restaurants, the 24-hour Indian Muslim eateries you will find on every corner in KL, serve full meals for 6 to 12 ringgit. Under $3. Roti canai with curry costs around 3 ringgit, 68 US cents. I ate at mamak restaurants every day. Transport, the LRT and MRT metro network covers central KL for 1 ringgit 20 to 4 ringgit 50. Grab fills the gaps at 8 to 25 ringgit. Accommodation, hostel dorms start at 25 ringgit per night. Budget hotels at 60 to 120 ringgit. A solid 3-star hotel costs 150 to 350 ringgit, 33 to 79 US dollars. 7-day KL budget, 150 to 250 US dollars mid-range. Quick recap, 5 numbers. Free, entry for over 162 nationalities. 30 to 90 days depending on your passport. 55 ringgit, KLIA Ekspres to KL Sentral. 28 minutes. Fastest and most reliable transport from the airport. -6%, what you lose exchanging money at the airport versus Bukit Bintang money changes in the city. $180 US cents, price of a roti canai at a mamak restaurant. Malaysia is one of Asia's best value food destinations. MDAC, Malaysia Digital Arrival Card. Complete it free online before you travel. Mandatory for most nationalities. You are now better prepared for Malaysia than most visitors who arrive every single day.